Friends is a show about 6 friends living in the heart of New York City. They face life with problems that relate to family, romantic relationships, finances, and also what it means to be a great friend. The show was in 1994, and there were 10 seasons that followed into 2004. This shows the humor to 6 people living within the same apartment complex and facing life challenges. Friends was produced by the NBC and created by David Crane, who is a producer, and he is also the American writer and producer. He is only one of the creators of the television sitcom Friends, along with his longtime friend, Marta Kaufman. Crane was also born in Philadelphia. The NBC TV show Friends owns and operates a valuable portfolio of the news and entertainment television networks, a premier motion picture company, significant television production operations, a leading television stations group, world-renowned theme parks, and a suite of leading internet-based businesses. NBC Universal is a subsidiary of Comcast Corporation. NBC is owned by the General Electric Company in Vandalia. Important to tell who has ownership of this TV show, because it lets the viewers know who is responsible for the TV show that they're watching. NBC also produces shows such as Law and Order, Parks and Recreations, and Parenthood. All of these shows have a way of showing the struggles of life through different environments. There is also a type of humor within the shows played on NBC. If this show was independently produced, I don't believe I would have reached out to as many viewers as it did. With this show, the audience is able to communicate through the Friends TV show Facebook page. This page tends to put memories from the show that relate to the holidays and just humorous moments. People are able to remember a great episode and remind their fellow viewers as well. There are also many Instagram accounts that have pictures with captions from the TV show. The TV show Friends makes me feel comforted and puts me in a great mood. It actually gives me hope for my future because it shows 6 friends that are starting their careers and finding the person they belong with. I feel as though a lot of viewers are able to relate to this. These can be a few touchy subjects such as family troubles, romantic relationship, and finances. But with these subjects, they use humor, which makes the viewer hopeful of their own future. I tend to explain this show to many people because it happens to be my favorite show to watch. The first thing I tell them is that the show is extremely funny and exciting to watch. One thing that is hard to explain to someone that's never seen the show is the relationships between the 6 friends.
She looks scared. Doesn't she look scared?
You know, I don't really know her.
Why don't we try massaging the breast to stimulate the flow?
Okay.
I will be showing one clip from an episode that shows Chandler freaking out about getting married to Monica. But since sitcoms are happily ever after, Ross and Phoebe show up to help Chandler overcome his panic. Ross gives the advice to not think about getting married, but just take the day's steps one at a time. First he needs a shower, that's not scary. Then he needs to get dressed, that's easy enough, and slowly he's preparing him for the ceremony.
Because if I go home, we're going to become the Bings. I can't be the Bings.
What's wrong with being the Bings?
The Bings have horrible marriages. They yell, they fight, and they use the pool boy as a pawn in their sexual games. This is too huge.
You know, okay, you're right. It is huge. So why don't we take it just a little bit at a time? Okay, forget getting married for a sec. Just forget about it. Can you just come home and take a shower? Well, that's not scary, right?
Depends on what you mean by we.
The audience within the show varies from male and female. There are very attractive women that play the characters that grab male viewers' attention and intrigue them to watch. The audience will be mostly between the ages of 18 through 40 because of the sexual references used within the show. Younger audiences are not able to understand some of the issues that are approached. All of the characters are white, but they all come from different backgrounds. First, Ross Geller and Monica Geller are siblings that come from a home with parents that are still married. They seem to have a normal childhood. Rachel Green was born into a family that was very wealthy, and she was handed everything when she was young. She breaks out and decides to support herself. Her parents during the show decide to get a divorce, and she goes through the heartache of divorce. Phoebe Buffay was adopted when she was young, and her father abandoned her family when she was young. Then, while being a teen, her mother commits suicide and she is left to fend for herself. And lastly, Joey Tribbiani was born into a family with 7 sisters, and they are strong in their strong Italian family, and that is very oriented. And also, Chandler Bing was born into a family where the father became gay and moved out, and his parents got divorced. I would advise viewers that they be at an age where they know about sex and the problems in life. The characters in the show are between the ages of 25 and 30, so I believe that viewers within the age would be an ideal audience. A lot of the problems the characters face are realistic, and I suggest people that are watching take into consideration that some things are not to be taken so seriously. The ratings for this show were very good, being 9 out of 10. Reading reviews from the audience only brings positive feedback. This show is talked about still to this day, even though it's been off the air for 11 years. When this show was on air, there was a lot of advertising via commercials and social media from NBC. The Facebook group and Instagram accounts are very active. They will post quotes, pictures, and even clips that viewers can be reminded of the humor of the show. Recently, all 10 seasons of the show were put on Netflix, which was a very big deal and got a lot of attention. On October 15th, 2014, Netflix announced that the entire Friends series will be available streaming starting January 1st on Netflix. That means for the first time ever on a streaming site, you can watch all 10 seasons, all 236 episodes of Friends, whenever your heart desires. For the end of my digital storytelling project, I will be playing one of my favorite clips from Friends that will humor you. Thank you for watching my digital storytelling project.
Oh, hey, I have an idea. Why don't we play rock, paper, scissors, and whoever loses goes in first?
Ooh,
okay.
all right, I'm in.
Wait, ready?
I win. What is that? That's fire. Beats everything.
Oh, really? Does it beat water balloon?
Well played, Phoebe Buffay. Well played.